Hello! Welcome back to the Austen podcast. And I just want to say to you real quick, thank you all for listening every week in, week out. Turn myself down really quickly. Forgot to do that. Week in, week out, you guys have been listening. And we see that and we appreciate that. So that's what today's episode is going to be. It's going to be shorter. It's going to be an abnormal episode for us here. It's really just going to be kind of our 200 listener special here. We just wanted to take this time to truly show our appreciation for everyone that listens to us. 200 plays in roughly half a year, give or take, because we have taken a couple weeks off here and there. There's nowhere I thought we would be. I don't think either of these two even imagined it, us being there. And not only that, we have such a diverse audience, and we have people listening from all over the world, obviously from the U.S., many different states in the U.S., Australia, New Zealand. Just thank you all. I'll take off my glasses here so you guys can actually see me. I can actually look at you guys. No, but really, thank you. It means so much to all three of us. Apologies for it not being a normal episode this week, but we're also gearing up for Mania. Biggest show of the year, hands down, for pro wrestling. So we're brainstorming ideas, best way to get that to you guys, most entertaining way. But that's enough for me for now. I'll let the other two have at it, and then we'll circle back around to me, and we'll kind of explain what we're doing in today's episode.
So, yeah, it really just comes back to, once again, everyone else out there listening, it really does mean a lot to us. It really does. It's come a long way, Eli, we can actually see Eli now, even during the recording, instead of him just being like a black box. Now I'm gonna be
we can actually hear him, too. We can actually hear him.
If any of you are new, whatever you do, don't go listen to the Extreme Rules predictions. Just skip that episode because
or the first video.
Eli's mic did not pick up. So it's
for those of you that might be worried, I am 21. I can enjoy an adult beverage.
Yes, Austen just recently turned 21. But we've had our ups, we've had our downs, and 200 listeners is something that it's a big milestone for us because that's 200 people who wanted to take at least a minute out of their day to listen to us talk wrestling, and that means a lot to me, at least me. So thank you all.
Saving the last. I'm going.
I was ready to say, I'll go ahead and give you your proper introduction.
Thank you.
The man who now has the floor, may I remind you, is the reigning, defending, undisputed Ace in the Hole Predictions Champion. Let me restate that. Undisputed, defending, Ace in the Hole Predictions Champion, Eli Red.
Thank you. I am going to Dwayne Johnson, your Stone Cold beer over there.
I was ready to say, Cliff, you got a drink? You got something next to you?
I do.
Hey, fucking cheers to 200, fellas. Cheers to 200.
It's been... I know I've gone into the group chats that we have and stuff and brought it up every time we have checked it. It's crazy. Me and Austen... I think it's been a year or two now. We had tossed around the idea of a podcast a long while back. Austen said he wanted to do one. I said I was thinking about it. Nothing ever came of it. And then it's been half a year now almost, if not over. And we've hit 200 listeners. We've got a podcast between the three of us going about something we all love and are passionate about. It's been great. It's been fun. Technical difficulties, everything to the side. It's been a blast, even with those technical difficulties. I could go like Austen, but I will go lazy-eyed if I do after a short while, so I'll keep the glasses on and keep the little laptop glare going for it. But honestly, thank you guys a lot. I know I'm not the champion that the people wanted, but I'm the champion that people need. I'm tired of running off of no energy at all. I get tripped up
Don't
with my
worry,
words. I
champ.
got speech impediments. So for you guys to be able to come back and listen to us even a minute of your time, it's means a lot. To bear with us through a lot of the problems that we have. The episodes where Austin's had to come on and go, we're not here this week because something happened. To the episodes that we've gone over almost 2 hours of recording. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that, I mean, we'll sit here for about 2 hours sometimes, talking, tossing ideas around, trying to put on the best episode that we can for you guys, returning new listeners. To the new listeners, go back and listen to some of the episodes, not the Extreme Rules, because you won't hear me at all. It's a lot of dead air. But no, joking aside, go back, listen, and yeah, I'm happy to be here with them. I'm happy to continue on to another 200 listeners.
And
now that I think about it, maybe we should tell them to go back and listen to the Extreme Rules one.
I'll probably say maybe.
He wasn't there.
First, say if you aren't an Eli fan, go back and listen to the Extreme Rules one. And there's one more episode where it's just
we did a brothers, yeah.
Yeah, it was just you and I. I forget what it was. It was
I had
super spur of the
work early
moment.
in the morning, and
Yeah.
you guys, it was like 3 in the morning, and I was gonna have to work in like 2 hours from then, so I wasn't able to be on the cast. And I told them to go ahead, and they went ahead and they put out a really good episode. I'm not gonna lie. I won't bury you guys. You guys put out a good episode between the two of you. Hopefully we don't
the
have
champ
too many more
approves.
times like that. Champ approves. Hopefully we don't have.
Well, it's a
too many
crazy
episodes
thing
like
that happens when you actually reach out and hammer down a time beforehand. Because that's what these two don't like to do. They don't. I finally trained them to correct it, but they're for the first month or two of this. And this is probably all this episode's going to be before we get any further. Just a lot of reminiscing. We will do our typical end of show segments that you guys probably don't stick around to listen to, which I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to listen to me for an hour and a half, let alone those two goobers. But this is going to be a lot of each of us have two different wrestlers for the other two. It's the guest the wrestler, and we each have a wrestler to shout out and all that. But this is probably just going to be a kind of a walk down what we've done so far. And possibly discussing a little bit of the future, the near to mid-distant future. But going back to what I was saying, these two didn't want to reach out and figure out a time to sit down and actually get it done at all for the first 20 episodes or whatever it was. I've got them trained now to where they'll actually ask me, hey, when do you want to do this?
Okay.
But
the only step into production and stuff, the closest I've had was doing YouTube, and the only thing I did with that was it wasn't even setting up a time. It was, hey, you want to record? Yeah, we can record. And me and the guy I used to record with, all the episodes are gone now. We would sit down, record for 5 hours, a bunch of episodes, and then spread them out through a month. That's the only thing I had was so I wasn't used to setting up a time to record something. I've gotten used to it now. I think I'm doing a lot better with it. Cliff, on the other hand, today I thought Cliff was closing. So I thought we were still going to have some time before you got back.
Cliff always has this day off. This has been a constant. He always has this day off. You were the one that said, hey, I'm going to be somewhere today. If we do, it's going to have to be late. I'm going to be getting back late. So I was sitting there waiting for you. Hey, I'm back. You guys ready to record?
I got caught
Not
up
very
doing
champ-like.
other things. The champ has
Not
to
very
take some time
champ-worthy.
to himself too, okay?
bro can't handle the weight of being a champ.
handle the life.
Schedule. But no, just kind of thinking back.
Hopefully, I'm not a transitional champion at least, though. That's to Cliff.
But looking back onto just like how this started, as Eli mentioned, like we'd playfully like thrown around the idea of like, hey, like even back then, like we had shitty little YouTube channels, like the like 1 or 2 uploads, and you fucking quit uploading to it, and then a year later you'd start another channel. We did that for the longest time as kids, and we'd always throw around the idea of like. And I sure as hell wasn't going to attach my phone numbers to any of that. But, like, we'd throw around the idea of doing a podcast. And then eventually, like, it was one day in, like, September, August, something like that, of last year, 2022. I was sitting here, I was just thinking, I was like, I want to put content out. Because, like, I'm in live production. That's what I want to do. I video direct for our esports program every single Tuesday. Ball State University on Twitch. Stop by. We typically start at 7:45. Game starts at 8. But you like that? You like that little plug in there?
Little plug, yeah.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it seamlessly. Take notes.
I'm the transition god. I'm good at that. Don't worry about it.
And so I'm live production. So I like the I like the high stress. The you have to get everything spot on because it's live. You can't fuck up. But it was just there was something missing. Like I wanted to put content out that wasn't live. And I don't have a fancy camera. I have my iPhone SE that came out in 2020. That's the best camera I got. And so, making films and all that. I've done it before. But it didn't quite wasn't in the wheelhouse. So I was like, it's easy as hell to start. Very minimal startup cost. You can really make it what you want to. A podcast. And I was like, well, what would this podcast even be about? So I sat there, thought about it for a couple of days. I'm like, well, I love pro wrestling. I know Cliff loves pro wrestling. I know Eli loves pro wrestling. And so I made a group. I said, hey, you guys want to start a podcast? Oh, yeah, sure. That sounds like fun. Why don't we do that? Why don't we start a podcast? And so we'll start, it's kind of a snowball effect here. It started out small, and it got bigger, 50 plays, 100, 150 plays, international listeners, and now we're at 200. And just the impact that this has had on our relationships as well, with each other. Cliff being my brother.
I think the last time I had talked to Cliff before this started was he slid in past the house, past my house one day, gave me his phone number.
Yeah.
Neither of us messaged each other after. I'm terrible at messaging people straight up. I can't even lie about that. And that was the last time I think me and Cliff talked. Yeah. And that was the last interaction. He came in with a Bullet Club shirt. I got one a week after. And that was the last time that me and him talked before this started. So I think I would say that it's helped a lot. Because I think me and you, Austen, were the only two out of the two of you that I was really talking with. Because I'm part of different
It also
group
does
chats
help that
with
you two are, in the same class and shit.
Yeah.
No, he was a year ahead of me.
Yeah, I was a year ahead of him.
Was he a year ahead of you?
Yep.
Wow.
I graduated in 2019.
Look at that, I'm learning.
But,
so
yeah, it's exactly what you said. Cliff being my brother, I still didn't talk to him a whole lot. It'd be the occasional, message, once every month we'd get on the phone, talk to each other, and then...
just about, yeah.
and I wouldn't talk for the rest of the month, and then the monthly call, like the day came by, and I'm like, hey, you at work? Yeah, it doesn't matter what's going on. Just wanting to bullshit around.
Be in the office.
And same thing with Eli, too. I hadn't talked to Eli, I guess, like, extensively since high school around that time. Like, messages here and there. And then it just was the idea. And now this is probably the most I've talked to both of you maybe ever. I don't know. It's hard to say that because I lived with Cliff, and Eli, you lived 3 houses down, so...
It's been years since we've had conversations like this that for long extended periods of times.
And like that's the stuff that you don't see. Like that's the stuff like behind the podcast that you like don't see, and you I'm not gonna say you don't get it, but it's like it's one of those things that's there. And this is why I really urge people to like start up I just want to go push up my glasses. Because I normally itch my nose and push up the glasses. I don't have glasses to push up. But this is why I urge people to do this, because I've talked to a few people here and there. Like, I'll like explain that I have a podcast, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I've thought about starting one about such and such," and I tell them to do it because it can impact so many different aspects of your life than like you could even imagine. Like the relationships, if you're dealing with other people, those relationships, your relationships with your audience, how are they interacting with it? Just all of that combined with like the like yourself, like the interpersonal thoughts and all of that. It's been a huge plus to be able to come on here and just talk to the same 11 of you that are listening every week. It could be completely different ones or whatever. I think we average like 10 plays an episode. All 10 of you that are listening every single week, or like I said, could be completely new ones. Everyone listening to this could have no clue that we've been doing this for half a year, and so be it. But just having
hello,
yeah, but just having that has been such an enormous positive for me, and I know it's been a positive for these other two.
Yeah,
mega. It's been amazing.
It's definitely helped out in like long weeks and stuff that it's been stressful, or something's gone completely wrong, or I've been down on myself or something. Kind of being able to go into the call, kind of like what we used to do, with like we would have a hard day, be able to go to one of the other houses and be able to like hang out and stuff, be able to talk and kind of bring each other back up and stuff. It's nice to have it again, and this way at least. Hopefully maybe in the future we do an episode in the same same area, same building. That would be something. That'd be more unhinged than
Man,
this
we'd have to
is
actually
typically.
like take turns and not talk over each other like I'm doing right now. That'd
Like
be
I said.
insane.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'd still talk
it would be
over
completely
both of you.
yeah,
It would not
completely
matter.
unhinged, just no, it would be absolute chaos. But I mean,
We'd
when
be
is it not
halfway
with
through a
us?
sentence and Austen would just, well, I'm gonna let me talk to you.
Yeah, it would be like completely just insane. Just it's different. Not trying to hit each other with objects while we're wrestling around in a room. Maybe we can end it by super kicking Cliff's head off. I don't know.
You gonna break my hand again?
Hey,
We'll
you
just start our
pull
own
him
pro
down.
wrestling organization, like Deadlock. We'll just start our own.
I'll hit up the Cultaholic boys and see how they did it.
WCPW Part 2. The Return of Being Defiant. Nah, it's... I could go on for hours about how this has honestly helped me more recently and stuff, but long story short, it's been great. Having something to look forward to at the end of the week. Being able to hang out with you guys again through call and stuff, being able to get back into conversations with you guys again. Almost daily we message each other now, so I mean,
I find
it's nice.
something cursed to throw in the group chat.
Now, I like how little, number one, Austen swears in the group chats. It's typically either me or Cliff that do it. And number two, I like how little swearing, even with that, we do in the group chat. And then we come on here, we get slapped with the E for explicit rating, by the way. Like, we save it.
I'm the one that puts us on. I'm the one that puts that on there. That's not Spotify. That's me, because I know. No, but what that comes down to is the filter between here and here and here and here is a vast difference. Here and here, no filter. Here and here, that's like here to here is that professional filter.
You have time to think before you do. Here and here,
Bingo.
It's whoom,
Ooh,
straight into it.
bang the shit on my desk.
I like. Eventually, these two have a desk they record at. I'm recording from a laptop on a old school dinner tray on my bed. Like, eventually I will move this to a desk to sit at. For now, I'm on a bed. My whole bed keeps shaking every now and then. So if you ever hear random shaking sounds, it's more than likely me, and it's more than likely because I'm moving around on my bed a lot.
I was about to say, Cliff, you got anything to say? You've been pretty quiet over there.
I mean, I'm just actually trying to let people talk for once.
I'm taking my opportunity to speak.
Yeah, we let Eli talk, and he's filled. I mean,
Oh, no.
it's been nice, because, like, you know, before we get in and actually record, and after we get done recording, it's just, you know, we talk to each other. It's really nice to, you know, see how people are doing, and even during, like, when the lights are on and, you know, we're in, you know, the kayfabe, it's still really fun to get to play that version of ourselves, that character, whatever it is. It's so damn fun. And so it's just really enjoyable time. And, you know, I wouldn't be able to have done this without either of you two, especially Austen, who got us together and kept us on the train for the first 2 months, getting us to actually
I'm still the one keeping you guys in line. I don't want to hear, yo, he did it from here to here. I'm still the one keeping the reins.
Me and Cliff enjoy chaos.
I'm ready to say, you remember that talk we had a few weeks ago when you had to do the intro and I had to give you a quick crash course over how to speak to the camera by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do
See,
remember that.
I didn't do that.
I'm still keeping the fucking reins on.
Okay.
The new champ was afraid to do that by himself.
If this episode does really well, I will do the WrestleMania predictions intro. Is that fair?
Well, you heard it here first. Eli's going to do a little bit of private public speaking.
Yeah, because I'm.
Let me talk to you. Yeah. That's all you got him with. That's all the intro's got to be. Let me talk to you. Yeah. Welcome back into the Arsenal Pod. That's all you got to do. It's like clockwork. But I also do have like a year and a half of experience of speaking to the camera.
Yeah,
So.
see,
Yeah.
Me and Austen went through this of when we were doing. We and him did a promo battle against each other, essentially. Promos back and forth, and we would spend like 2 hours going back and forth on what we could do in the next one, and how we needed to go and continue it to tell a story through it. And so I learned some of how to carry myself through these from him doing that. So I would like to think that I would be able to put out a good intro to the podcast and not
That's not hard.
double stuff my way through. But
No, I'm not trying to paint myself up as like a god among men. That's not what I'm trying to do here. This is our one episode where kayfabe is completely dropped. Now, if this was kayfabe, I'd be running with that and destroying both of you. But
That's why I said it. I know,
Yeah,
that
and I'm
key
not.
in the ignition.
Yeah, I'm not trying to pay myself up like that at all. It's just like this is what I'm going to college for. So, like, I've been casting for a year and a half. Like, I've been on air before. Like, I know the proper etiquette. I know all that. So, don't take that as, oh, he's fucking arrogant. You have to be a certain level of arrogant, and in any industry you like, you have to be willing to bet on yourself, because if you aren't willing to bet on yourself, who else will? What are you knocking over there? You can't play that off.
Anyway, keep going, Austen.
I was about to drop some bomb ass wisdom, and then you dropped something else. I don't know what you dropped. What'd you drop?
His bottle.
I dropped my phone and then I kicked it against the wall trying to catch it.
Well, pick up your phone. We'll wait. Bend down, pick it up.
Well, I gotta get like behind my desk and shit because I kicked it against the wall.
We'll wait. We'll take a pause. We'll time out.
Anyway,
5 seconds.
continue.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, in any workforce you go into, you have to be a little egotistical, because like you have to bet on yourself. And this is exactly what I said earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. That way you get the full thing, and not someone dropping their phone. You have to be willing to bet on yourself, because if you don't bet on yourself, no one else will bet on you. So you have to have that certain little bit of arrogance, a little bit of swagger. Not enough to where you think you're better than everyone else, but you just have to be willing to like bet on yourself, put yourself out there. And that's my little bit of wisdom for the week.
Yeah. Be
I'm gonna do
humble enough to know you're replaceable, but be cocky enough to know it is going to take 2 people to replace you.
And
got
always
no
be. I was about to say, and always under the guise, like, be under the guise of the pursuit of knowledge. Never strive to be the smartest person in the room.
I think the only
You never
thing
want to be the
possibly-
smartest person in the room.
Possibly add to that is kind of what we've gone over to this is surround yourself with people, like-minded people, and people that are going to support you and that are going to be there for you. I have had moments where Austen has had to be completely brutally honest with me. I know in the past Cliff has had to be brutally honest with me and stuff.
It's what I'm best at.
I surround myself, I try to at least. There's some times where I don't. Because those people are going to be the people that are going to stick beside you, that are going to try and help you out, even when you're struggling or even when you go against what they said. When it falls back on you, typically, yeah, they'll do a I told you so eventually, but they're also going to help pick you back up and dust you off and get you back on your way again. So, it's surround yourself with people that are going to be there for you, support you, and help take care of you, especially when you're not able to take care of yourself. It's the best wisdom I got.
That's just a fact of life. Yeah.
I keep laughing. I'm going to take us behind the scenes real quick. We sometimes change our names that we enter the call with, and I saw the transitional on Cliff's. I just finally saw Austen's, and that's what I started laughing about again. Because you got Cliff, who is the transitional. You got me, Rizzlemania, over here. And then you have the best of the best. And it was, I noticed at the time he goes, you have to be arrogant. And then I looked down at his name and it's best of the best. I'm like, well, you know, shoe fits at this point. He's wearing it.
No,
wearing it
but-
with pride.
No, but just, and this all goes back to what we say at the end of every show every week. Just take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you, and just fucking. If you want to start a podcast, start a motherfucking podcast. You want to paint fucking ocean paintings and sell them on eBay? Fucking paint ocean paintings and sell them on eBay. If that's what makes you happy, then do it. Fuck everyone else. That's all it boils down to. If you're happy in your life, doing whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. Never stop pursuing your goals or your dreams, even if they're the smallest, most minuscule fucking dreams possible. Like, to own a fucking... to buy a car outright, to buy a house outright, to go to somewhere. Just keep chasing those dreams. Never stop. Always bet on yourself. Just never give up. Just keep going. Because only you can achieve the shit that you want. Follow your dream.
Alrighty, champ. Who's going first?
Are we finally hitting the
Guess a
I just want
wrestler.
to know the order before we start with the special edition of Guess the Wrestler.
do the
Special 200 or 200 play edition.
Let's finish it with the man who started it. So I'll go last.
Well, if we're going by the man who started it, I should go last.
Essentially, but who's the one that has been doing it for the longest time? Let's go by. Let me phrase it that way. Who's been doing it the longest? Cliff. You've
mean
not done it?
This thing.
The Guess the Wrestler. Cliff, you've not done it a lot, if at all.
I've done it once.
You've done it once. So, Cliff, I'm going to have you go first with it.
Oh boy.
And then Austen, and
All
then
right.
I'll finish it off.
For all you listening at home or watching, each of us have picked wrestlers for the other two this week. Everyone gets a shot at Guess the Wrestler this week. So, Eli,
We'll get to see who's truly brutal this week.
are you ready for your wrestler?
Let's do this. Depending on who this is, I will give you
Do
a
you
terrible or
want-
easy one.
Okay. So I'm going to go through, and after I get through the end, I'm going to go back and tell you the films he has been in. His filmography. Elijah, are you ready?
Yep. Now I got the full name there.
The American Pro Wrestling Alliance. He was the APWA American Champion one time. The Bad Boys of Wrestling Federation. He was the Aruba Champion one time and the Aruba Championship Tournament winner one time. The International Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champion 2 times. The Freedom Pro Wrestling. He won their Tag Team Championship 1 time. Maryland Championship Wrestling. He won the MCW Rage Television Championship 1 time and the MCW Tag Team Championship 1 time. The New South Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, he won it 1 time. For the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, I'm just going to go down it all. The Tag Team of the Year in 1998 and the Tag Team of the Year in 2002. Ranked 39 in the top 500 singles wrestlers in 1999. Ranked 231 of the top 500 single wrestlers for the PWI years. And ranked 43 of the top 100 tag teams of the PWI years. Smash Mouth Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship 1 time. TWA Tag Team Champion 1 time. Vanguard Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 1 time. World Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship 1 time. The Wrestling Observer Newsletter Worst Worked Match of the Year in 06. And now we are to the WWF. He is a 2-time hardcore champion, a 1-time Intercontinental Champion, a 1-time Tag Team Champion. He's a 1-time WWE Tag Team Champion, a 10-time WWF World Tag Team Champion. He was King of the Ring in the Raw Bowl and was in the class of 2009 for the Hall of Fame. The filmography he was in Double Fury, The Other Guys, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
What a 3-movie run right there.
Is this Al?
Who?
Is this Captain?
Captain?
Oh.
No.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So that one would have been the one that Mick Foley was in as well. Because Mick Foley was in that
Maybe?
episode.
I don't know.
Captain Al Lubano was in it. He played Mario too. But that wasn't in the filmography, so it's not Captain. Oh, damn. There's no ECW.
Your best bet's probably Mick Foley.
But there was no ECW, so it's not Mick.
Are you sure he won anything in ECW?
There was no World Championship either. And he won that as Mankind. Who else was in that episode? Can I get a hint? I want one hint.
Okay. I'm going to try to give you a hint that doesn't give it away. But dear God, this one's going to be hard to give you a hint. I'm going to give you a couple small hints rather than one big one. Is that okay?
Alright.
Okay. The worst worked match of the year was the TNA Reverse Battle Royale in 06.
Of course it was.
Like I said, he was in the Hall of Fame class of 2019.
2019?
Let's see here.
You said 2009.
That's what I said, yeah, 2019. No, 2019.
You said 2009.
Sorry,
Yeah.
2019.
2019.
Sorry.
Who
I
the hell
apologize.
got inducted then?
Let's see, what else can I give you? Because I don't want to give you the big thing. He won the WWF World Tag Team Championship with three different partners. And this will be your last hint. This man is still currently active.
He's still currently active. Holy shit. 2019. So, man. No, it's not him because he was New Japan. That Sabrina clue is bugging me immensely because
I didn't expect
know
that to be the one that hung you
I
up.
know that episode by heart, and I know that because Mick Foley was in it, Captain Lou Albano was in it, and there was a couple
I
different.
didn't
other
expect that
wrestlers
to
in
be such good of a hint.
It was. I used to watch this show way too much. It was, man. Oh, this is going to hurt if I get this wrong.
Oh, and you got a hint,
Intercontinental
so you're on 2.
Honky Tonk Man.
No, 2-time hardcore champion, Intercontinental champion
Oh.
1 time.
Did he hold it more than once? No. Multi-time tag team champion. Shit. I want to say Savio Vega, but that's not right either.
Is
I
that
don't
your
know.
guess?
I said Savio Vega. I'll take it. It's probably gonna be like D-Lo or something.
Hey, Eli. Austen, do you know it?
It's Billy Gunn. I literally was.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
I literally, when you were reading off all of the, if I would have guessed, that would have been my guess. And I'm like that. I'm not bullshitting. Like that would have been my guess. But when you're reading off everything, I'm like, who the fuck's from like that? The Eastern Coast. Who the fuck carried over from
See, I didn't know he was from the East
WWF into WWE? And I was like, bro, this sounds like Billy Gunn. I was like, what the fuck?
100% didn't know.
And you said filmography, and I was like, what fucking movies has he been in? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Double Fury, The Other Guys, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Weird ass
As
episode.
Xavier the Avenger Prescott.
Weird ass episode.
Alrighty, Austen, are you ready for yours?
Why not?
I promise yours is
That was good.
shorter.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm happy about that one. Alright, Austen, if you know it before the end, just let me know. He is the Billtown Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
I know who it is.
Yeah?
Keep going.
The Border City Wrestling Can-Am Heavyweight Championship one time. Alright. Eastern Championship Wrestling / Extreme Championship Wrestling. He was their World Heavyweight Champion 2 times. He was their TV Champion 1 time. He won their Tag Team Championship 3 times. He won the FTW Championship 1 time. And was the 2nd ECW Triple Crown Champion.
Taz?
This is bullshit.
Incorrect.
This is bullshit.
He
not
was
Taz.
He was European Wrestling Association's Junior Heavyweight Champion 2 times. He was a Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling Tag Team Champion 1 time. He is in the Hardcore Hall of Fame class of 2009. International Wrestling Cartel Tag Team Champion 1 time. Insane Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion 2 times. He was a Juggalo Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 1 time.
I can't let down the Juggalos.
Main Event Championship Wrestling. He was their Hardcore Champion 1 time. The NWA Florida. He was their Heavyweight Champion and their Independent World Champion. The National Wrestling Conference Heavyweight Champion 2 times. He was the New Japan Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion and the UWA World Junior Light Heavyweight Champion. Pro Wrestling All-Stars of Detroit Cruiser Corps Champion. Pro Wrestling Holland Champion 1 time. For PWI, he was ranked number 5 in the top 500 singles wrestlers in 1995, and he was ranked number 86 in 2003. For Professional Championship Wrestling, he was their TV champion 1 time. Pro Pain Pro Wrestling, he was the 3PW World Heavyweight Champion. For Stampede Wrestling, he was the Stampede Pacific Heavyweight Champion 1 time. He won 1 TNA End of the Year award for Match of the Year. USA Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 2 times. The Wawan Wrestling Champion Hardcore Champion 1 time. Wrestling Alliance Revolution World Extreme Champion 2 times. The World Wrestling Council Hardcore Champion 1 time. Universal Heavyweight Champion 1 time. And the Bruiser Brody Memorial Cup in 2005. I apologize. In the World Wrestling League, he was their Extreme Champion 1 time. He was the reader's favorite wrestler for the Wrestling Observer newsletter in 1984. For the Extreme Intense Championship Wrestling, he was their Extreme Champion. The Extreme Latin Wrestling Champion 1 time. And Extreme Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion 1 time.
So you got a filmography or anything?
No. No filmography.
Nothing else.
Nope. I can read
Bro,
a couple things if you need me to.
I'm gonna look so fucking stupid because I have no clue. I know Eli knows this. Sabu? Thank
Correct.
God. Thank God. Because he's literally the only 2 people that I knew held the FTW championship in ECW were Taz and Sabu.
One of the only other people to hold the FTW championship. That's why I said it was bullshit as soon as he said that. Pissed me off.
And the only reason I know that is because...
Is this because of Typhoon?
The
I
only...
didn't expect him to get it.
Yeah.
Only reason I know that is because I watched a video, because it was over like Rey Mysterio's running the ECW, and he had a short stint of matches with Sabu. And Sabu came out one time holding the FTW championship. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, that's the championship Taz made up. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
So Taz actually defended the belt against Sabu, and if I remember correctly, Taz got backstabbed during the match by his manager or something. Something happened.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
lost the belt.
the trainer dude.
Yeah, so bullshit. Austen.
So my turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
trying
we'll
to
go with
watch
Cliff
this thing.
first. Alright, Cliff. This woman is an All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling single champion one time. She's their World Tag Team champion one time. She won the MMC Cup New Year tournament in 03 and also the Japan Grand Prix in 03. AWA World Women's Champion one time. She was the Baltimore Sun Women's Woman of the Year. She got the Women's Wrestling Award from the Cauliflower Alley Club. This just says Chick Fight 9. I'm guessing she won Chick Fight 9. Continental Championship Wrestling. Alabama Women's Championship one time. Alabama Women's Championship Tournament. So she won the tournament. In Gaya, Japan. Is that how you say it, Eli? Okay, whatever.
He's stunned.
The AAAW Tag Team Champion one time. The Empire Wrestling Federation Hall of Fame class of... Well, I'm not going to give you the year. She's just in the Hall of Fame. I don't need to give you the year. This is mine. She was the Funkin' Conservatory Bang Women's Champion 2 times. The Hustle Super Tag Team Champion 1 time. The Ladies Legend Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion 1 time. NWA World Women's Champion 1 time. Neo Japan Tag Team Champion 1 time. The Iron Woman Tag Tournament winner. She was ranked number 1 of the best 50 female singles wrestlers in 08 of the PWI Female 50. She was also the PWI Woman of the Year in 2008. Pro Wrestling World 1 Women's Champion, 01 MAC Women's Champion, Resistance Pro Wrestling Women's Champion, 2-time TNA Knockout Champion, 1-time
Okay, now we're getting
TNA...
the stuff I know.
1-time TNA Knockout Tag Team Champion, Queen of the Knockouts, won the Gauntlet for the Gold, and she's in the Impact Hall of Fame.
And that's it.
That's it.
So this is someone who...
Wait. She's also 1-0 in MMA. And she was also in Glow, Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun, and she was also in a WWE biography.
You had me up until TNA.
Okay. I'm gonna take a
If that
hint.
explains anything, Cliff. He had me until TNA, and that was Japan at the beginning of it.
I don't know what hint to give you. She was in WWE. She was in WWE. And she was a big deal when she showed up in WWE, too.
I know exactly who this is now.
I have 2 guesses.
Well, that's cool, because you got 2 guesses.
Is it Awesome Kong?
It is. It is Awesome Kong.
Yeah.
Is it the Awesome Kong or
TNA
Gail
kind of
Kim?
messed me up. I didn't know she won Queen of the Ring in TNA or Queen of the Knockout.
I was hoping you get fucked up with the MMA record.
No.
I also didn't know that.
That's why I thought it was either Gail Kim or Awesome Kong.
Gail Kim won it more than twice. She also, I don't think, was ever Knockouts Tag Team Champion.
But that's the thing, though. She won it, but she held it forever.
Yes. And
Alrighty,
she won
are
it
you ready?
times, too.
Hot shotting. So I feel good about that one. Eli? Go
You ready,
nuts.
Eli? This one should be fairly easy. The All-Star Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 4 times, ACW Tag Team Champion 3 times, ACW Television Champion 1 time, and he's a part of the ACW Hall of Fame. Big League Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion 1 time, BLW Tag Team Champion 1 time. He was Championship of Wrestling United Champion 1 time, a GLCW Heavyweight Champion 1 time, Great Lakes Championship, Heavy on Wrestling Undisputed Champion 1 time, Mid-American Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 1 time, NWA Midwest Heavyweight Champion 1 time, New Wrestling Evolution / New Wrestling Entertainment, NWE World Heavyweight Champion 1 time, ranked number 7 of the top 500 singles wrestlers of the year.
Jeez.
In the PWI 500 in 2011. Pro Wrestling Pride Heavyweight Champion 1 time. River City Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 1 time. TNA World Heavyweight Champion 2 times. Ultimate Pro Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champion 1 time. World Association of Wrestling Heavyweight Champion 1 time. WWE US Champion 1 time. Also won Money in the Bank. Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Best Gimmick of 05 and Worst Gimmick. And then the Extreme Intense Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champion 1 time.
Okay. Ken Anderson.
Yes, sir.
Does this man hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin?
Had you not done the WWE thing, I was going Magnus, Nick Aldis at first. Because I wasn't sure. And
I
then you
picked
said
Ken
WWE,
Anderson.
and I was lost.
I picked Ken Anderson without even realizing that only a certain amount of people have felt the Money in the Bank. I didn't realize how big of a giveaway that was until I said it.
Well,
there's been so many
almost said The
nowadays,
Miz.
it's its own thing.
I legit almost said The Miz. No, he's held more championships than just the U.S. title. And so
He's held the world title twice.
He's held the Money in the Bank twice.
He won the Rumble, didn't he?
No.
No.
He's also never
that's one of
been
the
in
things
TNA.
he's not won. Yeah, there was that too.
I don't think
So I
Miz
was
has done anything outside of WWE.
Nope. He went straight from reality TV to the WWE.
Bro,
Yeah,
could
he
you
did.
imagine doing the Miz and getting him off of his filmography and not even his wrestling
Yeah,
accomplishment?
real world.
Wrestling
Alright,
Society
Eli.
X. Alright, Eli, time for you to give me some ungettable.
Alright, Cliff, are you ready?
Nope.
AEW. He was in the Men's Casino Battle Royale 2022.
Wait, does that mean he won it or was in it?
Was in it. I do not remember him winning this. High Risk Wrestling Tag Team
Oh my
Champion
god, that
once.
narrows it down to 8 people.
New Japan Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion twice. Super Junior Tag Team Tournament winner 2014. NWA Extreme Canadian Championship Wrestling, Elite Canadian Championship Wrestling, ACCW Champion once, NWA Canadian Junior Heavyweight Champion 3 times, Pacific Cup 2007 winner, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Champion once, Battle Los Angeles winner 2013, Pro Wrestling Illustrated Tag Team of the Year 2019, PWI ranked him number 32 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in 2016. Pro Wrestling Prestige Tag Team Champion once, not going to say who that was with. Ring of Honor World Champion once. Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion 3 times. Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion, number 1 contendership lottery tournament 2011. Won Tag Wars Tournament 2014. SoCal Uncensored Match of the Year 2012. St. Louis Anarchy Medallion Tournament 2012. He is a former 3-time NXT champion, tag team champion, not NXT champion, but the NXT Tag Team Championships 3 times. won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic in 2018. Has 4 NXT year-end awards.
How do you not know this?
And Bumpy Award, Rivalry of the Half Year 2021.
Is it Joe?
No.
It's not Joe?
Nope.
I know you did not just guess Samoa Joe.
He guessed Joe.
I wasn't fucking around. I don't know who this is. Give me a hint, Eli.
Alright. There's no, like, real hints I can give too much of. Let me go through real quick. 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only ever had 4 tag team partners his whole career. One of which has been the majority of his career. He held the NXT tag team title with 3 different people. All of which have teamed with him on other occasions. That's like the best I could do for that.
And you said it was the Casino Battle Royal, right?
Yeah, let me click it real quick just to see. I don't remember him winning it. So, let me click this real quick. Click. And, oh, okay. My bad. It was the tag team Battle Royale.
Oh my god,
So they did
dude.
win it. It was Tag Team Battle Royale 2022. It didn't say that. It just said Casino Battle Royale.
Okay.
You can look it up for
So
yourself.
literally, who won this year's fucking Casino Battle Royale?
Pass.
It's last year's, it's not this year's.
Because they haven't had it this year. Idiot.
Austin's mad because he knows it and he wants to guess it.
No, I want him to guess until he fucking gets it. This is his punishment for not knowing it.
We're gonna be here.
Being the AEW mark.
I don't fucking remember. So they won the NXT tag titles with a bunch of different people.
There was 3 people. 3 out of the 4.
Who won the past tag team Casino Royale? Casino
can keep
fucking Battle
saying that.
Royale.
Has also
keep
won the
saying that.
NXT Tag Team Championship.
Yes, you can keep yelling it at me. It's like it's going to help me.
Might as well start guessing every ex-WWE guy in AEW. You get it eventually.
Was he ROH World Champion?
Hang on.
No, he didn't say that.
Gotta pull that back up.
I know who else going to give
Yes,
one of you
he
guys.
was once.
But not current.
No, one time. Here's another hint. He had 3 different NXT tag team partners because his lifelong partner got injured repeatedly. So his buddies had to fill in for him.
Oh, it's Adam Cole.
No!
I don't know.
Keep guessing, come on.
You're so close.
So ex WWE guys. So is it
So
like
close.
is it Fish or O'Reilly?
Kyle O'Reilly. The guy I wasn't going to
How the fuck
name was
am I
Davey
supposed to know
Richards.
that?
He won a tag team title with Davey Richards.
Bro, I would have said Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards was never in WWE, bro. He never won anything in NXT.
I don't fucking know. He didn't.
Let's just.
Just
Eli,
roll past
E-
it.
Eli, give me my wrestler. Well,
They
what an
didn't win
embarrassment.
The belts. How was I supposed to remember?
What an
They
embarrassment.
lost the belts. They lost to FTR.
Oh, man. All right, Austin, you ready?
Sure.
He is a former, one-time All-American Wrestling Tag Team Champion. He won the All Japan Pro Wrestling Junior League in 2007. He won Tag Team of the Year in 2010 in the Baltimore Sun. He's a former Blue Water Championship Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion. He is a former two-time Border City Wrestling Can-Am Television Champion. He won Border City Wrestling's Pro Wrestler of the Year 2007. He is a former... sorry, my bad. He is a one-time Destiny Wrestling World Tag Team Champion. He won the Y Division Championship once and the Y Division title tournament in 2015 for Discovery Wrestling. He is a former... oh my gosh. He's a one-time current... I'll change it for that. Game Changer Wrestling Tag Team Champion. He is a one-time Great Lakes All-Pro Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion once. He is a one-time International Wrestling Cartel Super Indie Champion. He won the Super Indie Tournament in 2004. He is a two-time Maryland Championship Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion. He is a former two-time Maximum Pro Wrestling Cruiserweight Champion and a former one-time Maximum Pro Wrestling Television Champion. He's a former Michigan Marquee Wrestling Association Marquee Heavyweight Championship Champion. He has won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles once. He is a former... current, one-time, whatever, Strong Openweight Tag Team Champion.
It's one of the Motor City Machine Guns, but which one is it? Is it Chris Sabin?
Great Lakes. There you go.
Is it Chris Sabin?
Yes.
I didn't know that they held the GC. I didn't know that they were currently. I sent that to you, didn't I? That they won the tag titles.
3 different championships.
How did I forget that? How did I forget? I'm the one that sent that to you. How did I forget that?
Hey, bear with me. My eyes without my glasses are terrible, and so every time I saw one time, the current was like cut off, and so I couldn't see it. Never going glasses.
Yeah, fucking. Now I got one more because this was one of them that I was going to give one of you to begin with, and it no, because I know that they're the current strong number, whatever, the strong tag team champions. the thing that got me was the current GCW. I was like, it's like who's the current? And I fucking sent that to you guys when they won it.
And we talked about how they're going on a farewell tour. It seems.
I know. I fucking forgot. But so
real quick,
this is the one I was going to give one of you. You both can do it if you want to. Empire State Wrestling Tag Team Champion one time, International Wrestling Cartel Heavyweight Champion one time, number 15 of the top 500 singles pro wrestlers in the PWF 500 of 2018. One-time ROH World Champion, one-time ROH TV Champ, and 2-time six-man ROH Champ. There's one more thing for ROH, but if I say it's going to be a massive giveaway. Yeah, if there's one more thing for ROH, and if I say it, it's going to be a massive giveaway. So, if you want that, it's going to take a hint.
World Television.
2-time.
2-time World?
2-time six-man.
6-man.
2-time six-man.
Yeah, tell me the thing you're not telling us.
Take a guess. Can I take a
That's
guess
gonna
before we do this?
Yeah.
No. Blow your hints first. Guesses later.
No, I want to... Is it Ciampa?
It's not Ciampa. So there goes one of your combined guesses.
I wanted to kill you for pushing the guess. The hint.
So, you guys got two fucking... Here, we'll do it this way. And you guys are using the hint to...
Yes.
He was the Soaring Eagle Cup winner in 2017. That tournament has been held once. It has a single winner. That's why it's such a big giveaway. You guys have one guess left.
He's not signed to WWE.
He is not.
He should be signed to WWE. Dalton Castle.
It is Dalton Castle. Ah! Boys!
I had to think. I'm like,
if I gave that to Cliff, he wouldn't have gotten that.
I needed.
And you would have kicked yourself for not getting that.
I would have hated myself for not getting that.
I love Dalton Castle. That's my unofficial wrestler of the week. Because I already have someone else picked out. But Dalton Castle, what a fucking performer!
Really quick, let's fire off wrestler of the week while we're on topic.
Mine's an old one. It just popped to mind. Diamond Dallas Page. Yeah.
Just remember, the diamond cutter always comes from behind.
That's who came to my mind was DDP. I mean, hella underrated. Wish his WWE run would have been better, but I feel like the stuff he's done after wrestling has been so much more impactful than the stuff he did during.
Oh, the DDP yoga is
with
amazing.
the DDP yoga, and he's saved Jake the Snake, which really good documentary if you want to go watch that. The A&E biography of Jake the Snake. Yeah. May or may not know the guy who produced it, but it's really good regardless.
I had a toss up. I love the New Japan tournaments a lot. You get some really good matches out of them, some really good rivalries to start up.
Bro, shouting out an entire tournament.
I was going to I just completely cut my eye there. I was going to do Shota Umino until he decided that he was going to show up, bleached blonde hair, looking like Tanahashi's wannabe. I hate it. Hate him now. Don't want him pushed ever. So I'm going with the guy that...
That's a little drastic, don't you think?
Beat him. If he can make his own name, then sure. But, I mean, he's living off of the Death Rider from John Moxley and trying to look like Hiroshi Tanahashi. I mean, I said Hiromu earlier, but Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's living off of two different names that he doesn't have to. He has enough talent.
All right, who's your wrestler of the week?
David Finlay. Self-proclaimed leader of the Bullet Club now, and I feel like he's going to lead the group in the right direction. I feel like he could be a good or a decent world champion in New Japan, possibly the one that beats Okada eventually. I think we're going to get a lot of rivalries, great rivalries coming up, and a lot of great matches. He's proven his worth now, and he earned my pick wrestler of the week.
Cliff?
Send Hook.
He's been waiting for that one. That's all he's going to say.
Hook is going to absolutely murder that bald little fucker in his match this week. So
you know who could murder Hook? The Murder Hawk Lance Archer. You know who the Murder Hawk Lance Archer shouted out? Because he did a lariat? Stan Hansen. Because Stan Hansen's the best wrestler in the world. Transition that, champ of transitions.
That's fact. He beat you at your own game.
Transitions don't need to be called out. So,
you know what needs to be called out?
unlike how I need to call out, the fact that 2024 is going to be even crazier than 2023. How we're going to see not the forbidden door be opened, but the wall is going to be shattered. Kenny Omega is going to show up in Raw one night, and then on AEW Wednesday night, MJF is going to be talking shit to Charlotte, North Carolina on Friday night. It's going to be wild.
If the NFL free agency has been anything to go off of, I am scared for free agency in 2024 for pro wrestling. I mean,
it's going to be
Aaron
wild.
Rodgers may be on the Jets. Jimmy Garoppolo's on the Raiders. There's a whole shift in the
Which, as a Raiders fan, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't like it.
It's something. It's all something, man.
I'm not a Raiders fan by choice. Well, let me establish that. I'm not a Raiders fan by choice. I said way back, even before the Golden Knights became a team,
Correct.
I said I felt that Las Vegas was such an untapped sports market. I was like, if any team ever moves there, like, I'm going to be a fan of them. Like, I'm going to be a Las Vegas fan. Like, people are typically a fan of their home states, like main city or whatever. Like, I know a lot of, like, one of my roommates is a Minnesota fan. Any Minnesota team he's a fan of. Very unfortunate. or like Georgia people, they're a fan of the Georgia teams. Also, very unfortunate. Not unfortunate as Philadelphia, but regardless, I am a Vegas fan. So I am a Golden Knights fan. Yay. I am a Raiders fan. Not yay. But
What that little Phillies throw out there, you dick.
they went to 3 championships and lost all 3.
Yes, I know. Okay, I'm a Boston Celtics fan. We lose at the big one. I'm a Phillies fan. We lose at the big one. The Giants make it to the playoffs. We freaking lose. The only one I have is the NHL Pittsburgh. Okay? Leave me alone. What?
You know Boston's not in Philadelphia, right?
I know. I said I'm fan of. The teams I'm fan of make it to the championships or the playoffs and lose. That's all we have to
You've been
do.
a fan of Tom Brady all these years.
Because I can't stand Tom Brady enough to be a fan of him.
Would have saved, 7 Super Bowls.
Hey, the Giants beat him twice, so I did what I needed to do.
I don't know. It does seem like every time I'm a fan of someone or I shout someone out or I become a big fan of them, they fucking tank. The Raiders, dog shit. Even I was kind of a Raiders fan before they came to Vegas, but I wasn't really like a fan. Like I liked them, I liked Derek Carr and all that, but I wasn't like a fan. Now I have to follow the team because they're in Vegas, which means I'm also a Vegas Vipers fan of the in the XFL, and they're not doing that well either.
Ben DiNucci.
Ben DiNucci's not on that team. He's on the Seattle Battle Dragons.
No, but I saw that Ben DiNucci lit them up last week.
Yeah. It's a statement to where our team's at. Also, the shout out to the Arlington Renegades. 2 Ball State boys on that team. 1 on offense, 1 on defense. Massive dubs.
Nice.
Ooh, shit. Now you're kicking my PC. But, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. We said it'd be a shorter episode. It technically is. We're still an hour 12 in. But just once again,
we can't do anything short to save our fucking lives.
I know
It would
something
be
that you
my
can do
fault
short
this
that would
time.
save your life. But
What would that be?
I just go have a talk with Marissa. You'll figure out. But
I'm confused. Eli, can you fill me in?
Eli knows. But wrapping up here, just echoing the same sentiment we had in the beginning when we were just kind of bouncing off of each other. Bro had to cover up his camera, but that one got him.
You killed
But-
him. He wasn't even the main target.
But thank you so very much for 200 plays, over half a year of we're probably well over half a year into this ride, and we're gonna keep. There's gonna be plenty of half a years. Probably not gonna do this for every 200. We might. This has been fun, just kind of sitting back and reflecting, dropping the veil of kayfabe and all that, just talking straight to you. Let me talk to you. Yeah. But in all seriousness, thank you from the bottom of my heart, Eli, Cliff, myself. We are all just so eternally grateful for the chance to get on here and just speak to you guys and speak with each other about not even we all love pro wrestling, but even if it's not about pro wrestling, like we were just talking about, the Raiders, whatever it may be, we are truly eternally grateful for the opportunity to be able to do this. I'm not a very religious man, but I do feel blessed to have this opportunity. And it hits very close to me. This is a very personal thing that we take on and we do. So 200 plays wasn't even feasible. We were thinking maybe 200 plays in the first year and a half. We were not thinking we'd get this many this quick. So do bear with us. We do have some pretty cool things coming up in the near future. I'm working on it. Working on getting special guests on the podcast, maybe interviews, maybe pro wrestlers. I have reached out to a few. I don't want to disclose anything, but we will continue to try to make the best content for you. We will continue to try to empower you to do whatever you want in your life, just as we have in ours. And whatever journey you might take, whatever battle you might endure in your life, just always remember, we've got you covered, because we're your ace in the hole. We'll catch you on that. Yeah.